Chili? All right. If you've been watching my videos, this is probably like, what the heck? Why is he doing this? I'll show you in a minute. Oops, that's gonna fall off there. I'll be back. I'm coming. Just a second. I grab two things. Actually, I'll grab a couple more than two things. The snow is finally melting. I'm so excited. Okay, where do I want to set this thing up? Well, flip around here. I'm gonna need, bend that back a little. There we go. I guess. Now I need some propane. Ooh, that's heavy. Solid ice. Okay. Trying to get my my evaporator set up here. Not that it's an evaporator. I'll show you what I got going on here in just a sec. Wish I had some time. I would go out and light my fire out here because it's cold. So if you guys have watched any of my videos and follow me, you know that the video I just posted this morning is actually of me getting, it's actually my dad's evaporator up and running last week. And now I'm here with a burner, a big old pot, boiling down sap. They're asking why aren't you using the evaporator? I'm going up tomorrow to do some more evaporating up there. My wife was at home this week for a few days, so she wanted to boil some down. We tried. All right, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'll show you. Let me see. Let me go grab this pan over here and I'll show you. It's gonna be a long distance here, but I'll go grab it. Hang on, I'll make it quick. I'm coming back. I'll show you guys what we had set up for a little while. And I don't know. It honestly didn't work as good as I thought it might. Partly because I think the wind was too much. If you know anything about evaporating, wind is not your friend. Okay, so what we did, I took a Blackstone griddle and I popped the actual griddle off from it. Now, I didn't want to get too much heat down in here. If you look at the Blackstone griddles, there's a, I don't know, like an inch kind of like gap around the outside for the heat to actually kind of go around the pan and up and out. So I ended up using some like 1-inch tube steel and kind of just put it around the outside edges. And then big old pan on top. I don't know, this is, I think it was like a 3 by 24-inch pan. This pan we've had around. My parents used to use this when I was a kid. They had a barrel stove that they used to run it on. Barrel stove rotted out over the years, but this pan's been kicking around out in our barn for years. So I measured that and saw that, and I was like, that looks like it might fit. That's pretty perfect. So I brought it over. We set it up. She started boiling with it, but like I said, the day she was doing it, it was pretty windy. So I think the so much surface area right out, of course, if I had it in a building or lean-to kind of out of the wind a little bit better, it probably would have done a little better. But right out here in the open, I mean, you can see it's all fields around here. So the wind would whip through here. And I think that it just didn't work good doing that. But she was able to boil some down. I don't think she totally kept track of what she did, but she thinks she boiled down maybe 15 gallons. So if she boiled 15 gallons down, in my video earlier today that I posted, our sap content here right now is at 2.5%. So at 2.5%, that's 34, just say 35 gallons to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. So if she got 15 gallons of sap boiled down, that means we're looking at just under a half gallon of actual maple syrup boiled down. Probably a little less than that, and I'll show you why in just a second here. After a while, this thing kind of heated up, and these corners on this pan are like folded over, kind of funky. I don't know. They're just funky. And she sprung a leak. Like I said, this pan is like old. So we sprung a leak, and you can see burnt on sap down there. Whoops, we're flipping, sorry. Burnt on sap down there. So it ended up leaking some. So I know that burnt on stuff there is some of the maple syrup that we would have had it been done. So I'm thinking we can get maybe half to 3/4 of a gallon conservatively with what we have. But if you're watching any of my lives and stuff, the weather has not been cooperating around here at all. It is almost April. It's March 28th today. And when I got up this morning, it was 10 degrees. So we're still in winter weather wonderland here. It's been pretty chilly. So all of our sap buckets are froze. It's too cold to get the tractor started again. And what my wife did get boiled down, that is also froze. So that doesn't, we have to, luckily I'm going to just heat that up, and it'll melt out as it heats up. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that up and running. So let's get you guys set up so we can see. All this is like literally a turkey burner that we boil down in. I haven't actually, I'm not sure like how many gallons an hour we boil down doing it. It's not the most efficient. She went through, well, no, sorry, but between the Blackstone and finishing off what she could with the turkey burner, she went through a 30-gallon tank yesterday. So I saw a pretty funny like meme thing on TikTok the other day saying a whole bunch of jokes about people who maple syrup and stuff, like to do it for a business, and how you can't count any of your time because that doesn't you can't count your time. Just a whole bunch of like, oh yeah, the parts and things like that. You can't count those either. And I'm not maple syruping. I'm not making maple syrup as a business, but even just as a hobby, you're not saving any money. You could go to the store and buy gallons of maple syrup for way cheaper than we make it, but it's the nostalgia thing. Like, you can pour the syrup on your pancake and be like, I made this maple syrup. That's the only advantage, I guess. And I guess you can somewhat, to some degree, boil it down to the consistency that you like, because you can boil it down a little bit and have it kind of like more runny, or you can boil it down more and it will be darker and it will be uh, thicker, which is what I like. I like it a little thicker. So let's get this hooked up. I am a fan of Supercross. I love watching Supercross. And Supercross is on tonight, Detroit. So I'm going to be up till 10 o'clock, 10:30 anyway. So I figured, why not get this thing up and boiling right outside my door. I can keep an eye on it. It's a little breezy tonight, but definitely not as bad as it has been. And I can kind of take and put some boards up here or something to kind of block some of the wind. Somebody saying hello. A couple people saying hello. Hello. All right. Let's see if I can get this. Well, I don't think you guys can see that real well, but you can kind of see how dark that's starting to get. And it tastes like maple syrup now. It's so good. So this is the you can't get that ice block out of there. We'll start boiling it down. We'll get it started. Pull that away from my staircase so I don't burn the place up. Every time I set my torch down, I drop it right in the mud. So again, you don't need anything crazy to make maple syrup. If you've ever fried a turkey, deep fried a turkey, well, I say that. You don't need anything special in this. The only thing real special you need is maple trees. If you don't have those, you're not making maple syrup. But as far as actually making maple syrup, the last couple of years, me and my wife have taken the turkey burner, I don't know, there's probably 15 taps around here. Well, there's 13 here, 15 in the past couple of years, but we've taken those taps, collected just from those taps, straight into the turkey burner. I say straight in. You do want to filter it out, but right into the turkey burner, and we've just boiled it down that way. We won't finish it on the turkey burner because you can't control the heat real well. So I'll get it down to the right temperature. If you use a candy thermometer, you can actually you can tell when it's close to being syrup just by the temperature of it. And honestly, I can't remember what temperature that is. It's been since last year. I'd have to look it up. But once it starts getting up to the right temperature, I should say, you're getting pretty close to the temperature that syrup is. We actually will take and shut this off, bring it inside, dump it into a big pan that we have that we can put on the stove inside, and finish off the very last bit of it, because you can control it a lot better with the electric burners that we have inside. But this is where the main boiling is done. as a hobby around here. Like I said, if you go watch my video from the video that I posted this morning, my dad's got an evaporator up to his house that we're bringing the bulk of this stuff up. We've got 55 gallons or almost 55 gallons up to his house right now. And I've got another 55-gallon drum half full. And all my buckets down across the road are full. So I'm going to have to go get those. And I think tomorrow afternoon, we're going to bring all of it up and start boiling up there. And his evaporator up there, I mean, this is like boiling down maybe a gallon an hour. When you go up there and have that widespread pan, you're looking at like 10 gallons an hour, I think is what he averaged last year boiling. So where you can boil it down a lot faster than doing this. But like I said, just a hobby, just for fun, just to say I did it. I don't know if I'll get down to the point where I can make waffles in the morning or pancakes. All right, in the comments, waffles or pancakes? I like waffles. They've got nice, you fill up all the individual square slots and it's the perfect amount of syrup. All right, let's see. I'll bring you guys up here and show you this. You can see the ice floating around in there. Just a big ice chunk. So it's going to take a little bit just to get that ice melted down. And then we'll get to the point where we can actually start adding some more in. But adding some more in means that we need to go get some more. So let me take you guys over here quickly. I'll show you guys a couple of the taps that I have out. I always feel kind of funny doing these lives because if somebody on here actually owns a sugar house, sugar shack, they're probably like, what the heck? Why is this guy on here talking about it's just... Oh yeah, look at this. We're overflowing. Oh. Wow, it was way colder than I thought it was going to be. Flavored popsicle. Doing good. Collecting a few more buckets of sap this afternoon. This evening, I should say. This bucket is completely full. And there's ice on top. So I'm gonna may have to put this in my house for a few minutes. It's not froze solid, but there's a pretty good chunk of ice on top here. All right. It's pretty cool out here tonight. I think it's supposed to be back down in the teens again. So it's gonna be chilly. All right. Yep. It's pretty froze. Well, heat going on over here. So we'll melt it down. Hopefully. Sure, let's do it. Whoops. Wrong spot. There we go. Oops, my thing. There we go. I'm gonna adjust my flame a little bit here. Maybe. Oh, there. Let me open. There. All right. Now we're gonna mess right around. Hopefully hopefully that stuff will melt up a little bit more. Usually what we do is when we dump from our bucket that we've just collected the stuff into the new into our boiler turkey burner. We'll take in, this is kind of a dirty piece that we've been using, but we'll take and use drawing the blank now, cheesecloth. There we go. We'll take and use cheesecloth and just filter it out a little bit more, just to try to get any of the contaminants out of it. But man, I'm ready for some warm weather. It's been out in the out west. It's been hot out there, like record breaking. And I think they took all the heat from here and brought it out there because man, it's been cold and windy. Today, I don't think ever really got up too much above 30. Like I said, when I got up this morning, it was 10 degrees. So it was just cold. Hey, Biggsy. What you doing, buddy? Briggs is coming out to see us. Like chasing the birds. You get them? Go eat them. Where are they? He's a squirrel. He's a squirrel? Where is he? Where's the squirrel? Is he up in the tree? It's up there. There, go get him. It's up there. The other day was probably one of the funniest things I've seen a dog do. He got a hold of a squirrel at the bottom of this tree, but the squirrel didn't want to give up. It latched on the side of his jowl, and he like freaked out because he didn't know what to do. So he was like shaking and running around, and the thing finally let go when he flipped it off him. But then he dove back on the squirrel again, and it bit him again, flipping and flopping all over. It was hilarious. I almost got it on video too. My son's like, "Do you want me to grab the camera?" I'm like, "No, he's done now." But he's a funny dog, right? You can see me. Yes, you're a good boy. Go get it. Get it. He's a good boy though. Well, I don't have much to show you guys while that's just boiling down. I'm just kind of like hanging out here, waiting for the ground to thaw. You can kind of see over here, this apple tree. Oops, I'm pointing. This apple tree right here. Behind it a little ways. I can take you guys out there quick. We got a few minutes left. So out here behind this apple tree is where our garden usually is. Looks more like a hayfield right now, but so our garden is like right here. We've made it different sizes, different years. This year, with all the kind of craziness going on, I think we're gonna do a little bit of extra growing this year. The past few years, I haven't done potatoes. Rags, don't. He's trying to break the branch off the tree. The past few years, I haven't done potatoes. I haven't done corn. What else have we not done that we usually do? But potatoes, I think I'm gonna end up doing quite a few potatoes and corn here this year. Potatoes and corn are just one of those staple things that are easy to grow. We've overdone it in the past. Man, one year I think we grew like 600 pounds of potatoes, and we definitely didn't eat 600 pounds of potatoes, so a lot of that didn't work out well. Riggs, stop. Someday this apple tree is going to grow apples if he stops chewing on them.